So students, under chapter transport in plants, in last class we were learning about symplast and apoplast pathway. No? So one interesting thing I should tell you that you already know apoplast means movement of water from the intercellular space or through the membrane. What you see there, that orange color part, the water doesn't enter the cell. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀರು ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಿಂದ ಪಾಸಾಗಿ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಿಗೆ ಪಾಸಾಗೋದು. ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀರು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ apoplast means only from membrane of one cell to other cell, then membrane of this cell to next cell. You can see there this mark. So apoplast means water is moving only through membranes. Then symplast means it is moving from one cell to other cell, because in between two cells, that gap what is there, no, that gap is called plasmodesmata. Through that gap water will move from one cell to other cell. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಸೆಲ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಹೋಲ್ ಥರ. ಆ ಹೋಲ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್, it can easily pass from one cell to other cell either through apoplast or symplast, where in the epidermis, in the cortex it can pass. But when it comes to endodermis, one line is there, what you see here in the endodermis cell, that is called Casparian strip. No, here you can see that line. This is a endodermis cell and this is a Casparian strip. Casparian strip doesn't allow water to pass through. Okay, but Casparian strip also has opening wherever cell is there. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ದ ನೋಟಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, here in the membrane it is completely closed. Membrane is closed because Casparian strip is there in the membrane. Here also membrane it is closed, but cell is open. Plasmodesmata is open from endodermis to pericycle. So apoplast, what is there, it is moving, water is moving from membrane of one cell to other cell, but it cannot move through the membrane of endodermis cell because Casparian strip is there. You can see there Casparian strip is there. So water which comes through membrane, finally in the endodermis cell it has to enter the cell. ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಪೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಿಂದ ವಾಟರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ, ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಿಗೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಂಡೋಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಪೇರಿಯನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಪೇರಿಯನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸುಬರಿನ್. ಸುಬರಿನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ವಾಟರ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಅಲೋ ವಾಟರ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪರ್ವಿಯಸ್ ಟು ವಾಟರ್. Then how it will go? Only till here it comes through membrane, then from the membrane it enters the cell. Finally it has to go through symplast only. So whether water comes through apoplast or symplast, finally that water has to pass through the cell only to pericycle. It cannot go from membrane of endodermis to membrane of pericycle cell. It cannot go like that, because you can see the Casparian strip is there and Casparian strip doesn't allow water to pass through. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? ಅಪೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ ನೀರು ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ, ಫೈನಲಿ ಅದು ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಪಾಸಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದನೇ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಥ್ರೂ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡೆಸ್ಮಾಟ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡೆಸ್ಮಾಟ ಇಸ್ there is no Casparian strip, so it will easily pass through that and comes to pericycle cell, and from the pericycle it goes to xylem. There you can see xylem. Then through xylem it is upward movement of water. So this is simplest way what you see. Simplest, they have taken one plant. Okay, they are showing a plant there. I think it is tomato. There you see the tomato plant. Okay, this is a root hair and these are hyphae. Why? Because some plants have additional structure for water and mineral absorption. Only roots doesn't help for water absorption in some plants. Some plants will have some fungus in the roots that you know already. It is called mycorrhiza. Some plants in their roots they will have fungus, that is called mycorrhiza. It is a symbiotic association where both are benefited. Plant and fungus both are benefited. How? Plant prepares food, and that ready-made food it gives it to fungus. Fungus absorbs water and minerals from the soil and gives that water and mineral to plant. Root also absorb water. The hyphae, the thread-like structure, what you see there, that red color, hyphae, which is a fungus. Fungus also absorbs water and minerals, additional, along with roots. Roots anyway absorb water. Extra water will be absorbed by fungus. Okay, that is called mycorrhiza. You know what is the meaning of it. Myco means fungus. Rhiza means root. Fungus present in the roots of plants is called mycorrhiza. Okay, they are also meant for taking water and minerals from the soil. Okay, so they are having symbiotic association. Okay, so sorry, the stick fell. What I was saying. So you can see there some plants have obligate association with mycorrhiza. Obligate meaning is what? Compulsory. Means some plants always they contain this fungus because the plants are very poor in absorbing water and minerals, so they depend on fungus for absorption of water and minerals. Like pinus seeds cannot germinate and establish without mycorrhiza. That's why they are obligate, means compulsory. Like mycorrhiza is compulsory in pinus plants. Otherwise, pinus seeds cannot germinate and establish. Means if pinus seed should produce a plant, then it requires mycorrhiza. Without mycorrhiza, pinus plant cannot survive. That is how they are obligate parasites. Obligate meaning compulsory parasites. Meaning, if pinus plant is there, that means mycorrhiza is there in the plant compulsorily. No need to doubt in that. If you see pinus plant, definitely pinus plant roots will have mycorrhiza. Otherwise, pinus plant cannot exist. That is a meaning. Okay. Root pressure. Why we are discussing root pressure? Because we are now discussing water movement up a plant. Up a plant means upward movement of water. From the roots, how water goes to upper part of the plant, which is several feet height. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀರಿನ ಮೇಲ್ಮುಖ ಚಲನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Upward movement of water. We also call it ascent of sap. Descent means downwards. Ascent means ASCENT, ascent of sap. SAP. Sap means liquid, water. Liquid or water content of the plant. So liquid or water content of the plant is moving upwards. That is called upward movement of water, or also called as ascent of sap. Okay, so you see here in the picture, this is the plant, this is soil surface, roots they are showing, upper part of the plant, branch, and this is a leaves. Okay, root pressure is what? As ions from the soil are actively transported into vascular tissues of roots, water follows its potential gradient and it increases the pressure inside the xylem. Already you know. Already root pressure we have discussed. Like minerals are absorbed actively from the soil. Actively means for absorbing some minerals, plants use energy in the form of ATP. That is active absorption. So when minerals get dissolved in water, okay, then its pressure increases there. Its pressure increases, and that pressure is enough for pushing water upwards. So one positive pressure is developed, that is called root pressure. Positive pressure called root pressure. That pressure is required for taking water upwards. So it helps to push up water to small heights in the stem, like capillary pressure. No, like when you put straw in a water, up to one level water comes without sucking. No, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ನೀರೊಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀರೇ ಸಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪುಷ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಹೈಟ್ಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ 1 feet or 2 feet ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Then how exactly water goes to 200-300 feet? That is not because of root pressure. Because of what we will see now. So experiment to prove that existence of root pressure. Root pressure exists or not, how we will come to know? That we will see now. During early morning, we have seen dew drops, no? Dew drops. Now ಇಬ್ಬನಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. Dew drops. Early morning you see watery droplets collected on the leaf, upper surface of leaf. That is dew drops. Okay, drops of the solution ooze out of cut stem. This is due to positive root pressure. See what they have done there. They have cut one stem. Then you can see water oozes out. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೀರು ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವೇನ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ವೇನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ವೇನ್ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಔಟ್. ಯು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್, ಡ್ಯೂ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ದೆನ್ ಎಟ್ ನೈಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ early morning evaporation is slow, so excess water collects as droplets around the special opening. Okay, so root pressure is what? Not this is guttation. Root pressure is from the stem. That too, it should be very small stem, means length of the stem should be less. Then if you cut the stem, water oozes out. That indicates that for small distance in the stem water can go up. Then ಗಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್, ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಘನೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ, ಇವಾಪರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಾಷ್ಪೀಕರಣ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಎನಿವೆ, ಅದು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ಗಟೇಷನ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ವೇನ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಆ ಲೀಫ್ನ ವೇನ್ ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಹೈಡಾಥೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಹೈಡಾಥೋಡ್ಸ್. Through hydrathodes, extra water present in the plant, if any water is extra in the plant, then that will be removed. That you see in the early morning, that is dew drops. So root pressure can only provide modest up in water transport. It has no major role in movement of water up in all the trees. Andre, that means upward movement of water to long distance is not because of root pressure, because root pressure can push water only up to very small distance, very small heights. Okay, ಅಂದರೆ xylem-ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ರೂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ತುಂಬ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹೈಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ, 1 or 2 feet 3 feet ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಕೋಕೋನಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ 20 feet 25 feet tall, ಸಿಕೋಯಾ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, redwood tree, giant redwood tree, gymnosperm, 200 to 300 feet tall plant alli, how it will go there? How it will go to that height? Through xylem. It is not because of root pressure. It is because of what then? It is because of transpiration. It is because of transpiration. What is that transpiration means? Loss of water in the form of vapor from upper part of the plant, especially from leaves. When sunlight falls on leaves, what will happen? You tell me. ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣ, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ಎಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? There are openings called stomata, through that water will be evaporated. Water gets evaporated. When water gets evaporated, what happens? There is loss of water. When loss of water happens, what happens in the xylem? Because xylem is a continuous tube from root till tip of the leaf. ಅಂದರೆ ರೂಟಿಂದ ಎಲೆಯ ತುದಿವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ xylem. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್. xylem ಡಸಂಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಎನಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್, ನೋ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ರೂಟಿಂದ ಎಲೆ ತುದಿವರೆಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ xylem-ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಲೂಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಪರ್, ವೆನ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ದೇರ್, ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ leaves, by transpiration, they have lost water in the form of vapor. When water is lost, it creates a gap in the xylem, isn't it? That gap is what we call tension in the xylem. Tension andre gap is there. Now xylem should fill that gap. Okay, somehow plant should fill the gap. How it will fill? The filling is because of two properties of water. Water has two properties. One is cohesion, other one is adhesion. Okay, cohesion and adhesion. What is that property of water? Cohesion means it is attraction between the water molecule. You know that water molecule has hydrogen and oxygen, where hydrogen is having positive charge, we call delta positive. Oxygen is having negative charge, so we say delta negative. So negative oxygen atom absorbs positive hydrogen atom of neighboring or next water molecule, so that one water molecule attracts other water molecule because of the opposite charge. You know, opposite charges attract, like charges repel, what you have learnt in chemistry and physics. So ಅದೇ ಥರ one water molecule attracts other water molecule. Now what happened? One gap is created because of loss of water through transpiration. To fill that gap, what that water molecule will do? One water molecule tries to pull other water molecule. That water molecule will pull other water molecule. Like that, from upper part of the plant, water will be pulled up. Okay, it will be pulled up. That process is called transpiration pull, because the driving force for pull of water is transpiration. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀರು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ನೀರು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ನೀರನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣನೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್, ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ is created. To fill that gap, water will be pulled up. So like scientists were arguing which is correct for upward movement of water, which theory is correct, whether it is water is pushed from the roots to upper part, or upper part of the plant will pull water. Question ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. ಏನಂದರೆ, some scientists were saying water is pushed upwards from the root. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ರೂಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ನೀರನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ಒತ್ತುತ್ತದೆ, ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ದೆನ್ ಸಮ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪುಷ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಾಟಮ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪುಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಟಾಪ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅದು ಕೆಳಗಿಂದ ನೀರು ಒತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಲ್ಲ, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನೀರನ್ನು ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪುಲ್, ನಾಟ್ ಪುಷ್ ಅಂತ. ಪುಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪುಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಕೆಳಗಿಂದ ಪುಷ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಪುಷ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪುಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್. ವೈ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪುಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟರ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಖಾಲಿ ಜಾಗ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೀರಿತ್ತು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನಿಂದ ನೀರು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ xylem. ಆ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ xylem ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅದರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಪುಲ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ನೀರಿನ ಅಣು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೀರಿನ ಅಣುವನ್ನು ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಲಿನ ಪಾರ್ಟು xylem ನೀರು ಎಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಪುಲ್. Transpiration pull, because transpiration is a reason or driving force for pull anta. Okay, so what is that property of cohesion and adhesion by water? Cohesion means attraction between water molecule. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಲ್ಲ, one water molecule attracts other water molecule because they have opposite charge, where hydrogen is positive, oxygen is negative. So negative oxygen of one water molecule attracts positive hydrogen of other water molecule, so that it pulls upwards. And the reason for pulling is transpiration, loss of water. So it is called transpiration pull theory. This theory, which is related to upward movement of water or ascent of sap, is transpiration pull theory. Adhesion means what? The word adhesive means, like a gum. Okay, adhesion means fixing or attaching. Adhesion means like when water is going up in the xylem, it has to touch the walls of the xylem ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಈಗ ನೀರು ಪೈಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪೈಪ್ನ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗದೇನೆ ನೀರು ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ it should not touch the walls of the tube? Is it possible? No, it is not possible. It will touch the wall. When it touches the wall, okay, when it touches the wall, so the inner wall of the tube becomes wet, no? That process is called adhesion. So because water molecule touches the wall of the inner wall of the xylem and moves upwards, and one water molecule pulls other water molecule, that is cohesion. Adhesion is touching the inner wall of the xylem. So because of the property of water, it is pulled upwards, and reason for the pull is transpiration. If transpiration happens, then only there is loss of water from upper part. What you see here, they are showing that only. Through xylem, water is lost. No, you can see this arrow mark. Leaf is losing water through transpiration. Then gap is created. Then it will pull water upwards. Root pressure is for what? Only short distance. That is within the root when it enters the stem. But from the stem to go to upper part, it is transpiration pull. That is, water from upper part will pull the water from the roots. That is called transpiration pull theory. See, this is a theory. Transpiration pull theory. Like I told you, in plants, water flow upwards through xylem achieves fairly high rates. That is up to 15 meters per hour. Means for 1 hour, 1 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 15 meters height ಗೆ water ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. So in 1 hour, 15 meters, 15 meter means 1 meter is 3.33 feet. So roughly, if you consider 3 feet also, 15 into 3, 45 feet. 1 hour ಅಲ್ಲಿ 45 feet height ಗೆ ನೀರು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. That speed it moves. Okay, so water is pulled upwards. That is also called cohesion, tension, transpiration, pull theory. See there, cohesion means attraction between the water molecule. Tension means gap in the xylem, gap created in the xylem. Okay. Then adhesion means attachment of water molecules to inner part of the xylem, that is required for upward movement. Okay, so because of these three properties of water, so it is called cohesion, tension, transpiration, pull theory for upward movement of water. So which is the theory which supports upward movement of water, or which explains upward movement of water? That is cohesion, tension, transpiration, pull theory. Next is transpiration. You already know, loss of water in the form of vapor which occurs through stomata. You can see here, you have already done practical, you have seen stomata. So these are stomata, what you could see in the microscope. These are stomata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I can see in this picture now. This is under microscope they are showing. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of vapor. Loss of water in the form of vapor. They are showing, see, lower part of the plant will have, lower part of the leaf will have openings called stomata. One experiment is there. This is called cobalt chloride paper experiment. To show that transpiration occurs, transpiration happens. Loss of water in the form of vapor occurs in the plant. To prove that, there is a test called cobalt chloride paper test. What is that test says? It is evaporative loss of water by the plants through stomata in the leaves. Means loss of water in the form of vapor through stomata when in daytime, that is when sunlight falls on it. ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣಗಳು ಎಲೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಪತ್ರ ರಂಧ್ರಗಳೇನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟ, ಅದರ ಮೂಲಕ ವಾಟ್ರ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಪರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಪರೇಷನ್. So less than 1% of water reaching the leaves is used in photosynthesis and plant growth. The remaining is lost by transpiration. See, interesting fact. Whatever plant absorbs water, less than 1% water is used for photosynthesis. Remaining is lost by transpiration. Okay, so transpiration is studied by cobalt chloride paper. When transpiration happens, when leaf loses water, then what they do, they have applied cobalt chloride on a paper. When water touches that paper, it turns blue. Okay, it turns blue color, blue to pink color. That indicates transpiration happens. Andre, you take a leaf, on the leaf you put cobalt chloride paper, then wrap it. Okay, then when sunlight falls on it, water is lost through stomata. When that lost water in the form of vapor touches cobalt chloride paper, the cobalt chloride paper will turn blue to pink color. So that indicates that transpiration is happening. Okay, due to transpiration, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the leaf also occurs. Because of this transpiration, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide also occurs in the leaf. So transpiration you already know, we have already learnt it. The stomata will have two guard cells and these are subsidiary cells, you already know. Okay, so stomata is meant for loss of water in the form of vapor. Already we know this, so no need to concentrate much on this. So in next class we will learn factors affecting transpiration also. Okay, so keep watching my classes. Thank you.